Welcome back. A former Transnet executive and managers of a company that did rail maintenance for the rail operator have been released on 10,000 rands bail. Now, the suspects do face charges of corruption and money laundering, and they appeared briefly in court earlier on today. eNCA's Heidi Giokos is following that story for us, and she joins us live now to give us more details. Heidi, good to have you. Good afternoon to you, colleague. I think just give us context first. What does this matter relate to?
Yes, so this matter stems all the way back from 2005-6 to 2011 when Transnet was took out a company to assist them with maintenance of the rail network. And it seems as though the head of forensic and legal at Transnet Freight and Rail decided to sign off on a 25 million rand contract. And it seemed as though everything was going according to plan, but then this company came back and said, actually, we didn't invoice and you didn't pay us for money that we actually did do on the networks, and we need to be paid for this. So the first accused, which is the former executive, then decided to sign off on this matter without following due diligence and without making sure that proper processes were followed, meaning that it was an illegal amount that was paid over to this company. But what's interesting here is that very soon after this, the former executive of Transnet received 300,000 rand from this company that had received the 25 million rand for that contract, and he used that money as a down payment to purchase a 3 million rand house in the south of Johannesburg. So the National Prosecuting Authority has taken very long, of course, to investigate this, and we're still trying to get an understanding as to why they've taken so long. But they've taken a very long time to investigate this, but it seems as though they have sufficient evidence to prove that 25 million rand should have never been paid. That was signed illegally by the former executive of Transnet to these two managers and this particular company, and then he benefited from that.
Yeah, so we understand now that the three accused have been granted bail of 10,000 rands. Share some details on that.
Yes, so they've been granted each a bail of 10,000 rand, and what's interesting is that their legal team had indicated that they should not pay 10,000 rand bail, and they should rather be released on warning. However, the magistrate saying that is not the case, and that should not be the case. They are in a position to pay 10,000 rand. That was granted today, and the matter is back in court on the 7th of March. Of course, it will be the duty of the National Prosecuting Authority to provide all the necessary evidence and to prove that indeed this is what happened. But let's listen to the MPA in Gauteng on that.
Indeed, yes, all accused have been released on 10,000 rands bail, taking into consideration the seriousness of the charges they are facing. The court deemed it fit as a fit and proper quantum to pay to ensure that all accused persons are able to attend this case. As the state, we did not oppose their release on bail. We don't believe that they are flight risk or they can be of any harm to society. Hence, we did not oppose their release on bail, and they'll be back in court on the 7th of March 2023 for us to disclose the contents of the docket to the defense team, as well as for a pre-trial hearing.